guys, I just wanted to do a quick unboxing video. My friend Brian from BD Crafts and More, I'll link his channel and Facebook group in the description. He was doing a Stampin' Up! Party thing, and I've heard of the brand, but I have no real conceptions of what their products are like, so I was kind of in the market for sort of a additional paper trimmer, and I thought I would check them out. So I got that and one other thing. So let's see what we have. I don't know which is which. Anyway, so let's see. I think this is the trimmer. We will find out shortly. Kind of nondescript packaging. Yeah, this is the paper trimmer. I don't know. I kind of like the blister boxes that stuff like fisters come in, so you can get a sense of it. But this does definitely keep it safe, so I mean, I guess that would be the upside, but it's fairly vanilla. And here is the trimmer, and there are a couple things that I liked about this. One is that you have these lines, sort of like the Fiskars, on the other side of the trimmer, starting at 0, and then, well, maybe you can't see that. So, like, this is a 0 line, and then you have additional measurements. So that's really handy if you just need to cut a 1/2-inch strip or something. I do like that this is pretty slick, and it has, like, rulers in 3 places, which is nice. It feels pretty nice. I'll say it feels slightly nicer build quality than the We Are Memory Keepers one. Let's see. Now this comes out somehow. I'm assuming you must have to unlock it in some way. But anyway, this arm would swing up. Oh, no you don't. I was just not being a little ginger. Anyway, kind of like the Works. The arm swings up and then you can cut a full 12 by 12, which is kind of what these trimmers are designed for. The thing that's neat is I want to say the black blade is the cutter, and then this gray blade does scoring. So I'm kind of curious to see how that looks because, well, we can try both, right? So if I wanted to cut off well, so that's a 1/2 inch. So if I wanted to do a cut, I just bring this down, and as predicted, this very efficient in cutting. It's very similar to the Works, I would say, in terms of like how the cutting blade is configured. So it's good for cardstock, not heavy duty stuff. But in theory, this gray blade is a scorer, so I move this over 1 inch. Let's see if this scores or not. It did. The scoring is very light. It's hard to see, but you know, it does score enough to fold this nicely. So that's the thing I liked, which is sometimes you'll like need to cut and score and do things for, you know, more fancy fold kind of card bases. So sometimes that can be just, I don't know, it can be tricky to sort of switch off between a trimmer and a scorer. And I found one of the things I don't love about the Works is because of the scoring lines, it can sometimes be hard to know, like, if you're directly in a measurement. So I thought this would be a good alternative, especially, and I like the small size. The Works is a lot to carry unless you need to use all this functionality. So I'm curious to see how this works in the future. I will say I'm actually really impressed by the build quality. So there are replacement blades available. They come in a 4-pack, so you get 2 of each, I think. And then this is the other thing, and then bubble wrap came in here. Again, let me grab a sharp pointing thing to open this. This is one of their cards kits geared for children, although they didn't specify an age, so I think I still qualify. And it is robot themed, but Again, they have very subtle packaging. I do like the stripes on this, but I guess I'll say, like, I don't know. I feel like that would be an area they could improve if they wanted to. Like, this just, it looks very old school to me. But what doesn't look old school is cool-ass robot stamps. And these say happy birthday. This is like a 4x3. I liked it because it has this sort of build your own robot option. What else comes in here? We get 2 mini cubes, which are called Stampin' Spots for reasons, I'm sure. Bermuda Bay and pumpkin pie, so a sort of a teal and orange. Nice color combo. I don't know that I would be like super into pumpkins this time of the year, but then here is the rest of the stuff. Comes in here. And they seem to have a lot of products that are geared to make simple cards. It reminds me a lot of, oh, it's nice to get an acrylic block. That's nice in a self-contained kit, like if you're giving this to someone who isn't a stamper. Because often, with, these cling stamps, it's really neat if you have the right stuff. And then we have some googly eyes. Or they're epoxy dots. I think they're supposed to be eyes. Does that make sense with the stamps? Kind of. Like this guy you could see putting eyes on. I don't know. I do like that they have a pretty beefy piece of chipboard holding this together so that it doesn't warp, which I'm a fan of that. We will we will look at their instructions in a second. This is just chipboard. This comes with some like foam diamonds, which I think have another cute name to them. This is really neat. Ooh, I like this. So these are pre-scored, but they're little, message bubbles. They actually have a message bubble stamp set that looked pretty neat, which does a similar thing where you can do sentiments and messages. And then we have a bunch of stuff. We have the thing I was most excited about, which of course is the stickers. These are, let's see, they are all the same, I want to say. It feels like there should be, these are very thick sticker sheets, which is interesting. But, yeah, so basically these coordinate with the stamps. You get a bunch of envelopes. Also, looks like we're still running with our teal theme. We have, I think these are pre-cut pieces of cardstock, with the idea being that you'd like mat them. It's a very smooth cardstock. It's light though. It's like 60 pounds. I guess I would personally prefer something closer to 100, just in case you want to do a wet method thing. But hey, it's a card kit, so. And then you have your card bases. You have this green and teal and white, and that one's with some clouds. It's nice that they included elements. I really like these because they're very scene buildery. Like you basically already have your background, so you just need to put your stuff on it. Then all the envelopes are the same, but are quite nice. I like the use of pattern paper for an envelope, although I'm always a little torn because it's sort of like, well, you're probably going to then have to go and put a label on it. So this card kit was, I want to say, about a $10 card kit. It was sort of in the same price range as an Annie's card kit, and I think it's a better value than that, particularly because of the block. You get some additional stuff, and I thought the stamp set was really cute, so I would totally use this. I basically bought it mostly for the stamp set and the stickers, but the other stuff is pretty neat too. Let me grab my box to put all the stuff back in. And let's take a look at the instructions and see what it says. I guess normally people would read these first. But yeah, the interesting thing about this company to me is, I guess I keep going back to like Annie's craft kits, and it's very designed, like their instructions really are designed to make specific cards, which is interesting. And I think these are good. You know, this is cute. It gives you a pretty straightforward way to do it. I can see this definitely, like, as a kid's project. But, I don't know. I think it kind of sells the kit short a little bit because I feel like you could do a lot more than that. But, so I think both of these things were. This was $20. I think the card kit was more like 15. So they were all kind of shipped for about $40. So I don't know. I'm happy with both of them, and I'm going to be excited to use them. I have several craft roulette friends who like robots, so I'm excited to use the robot stamp set. But anyway, let me know what you think. I'm excited to hear if you guys have had experience with this brand, and if you have any sort of specific ideas or suggestions, feel free to throw them in the comments below. Thanks much.